Hello. I have started work on creating that movie I've been promising you. And I'm going to estimate mid-July. It's going to have to come out before summer ends because when summer's over, I'm going to focus entirely on going to college. So, before summer ends, I'm going to tell you some stories. I'm thinking some school stories in honor of my graduation. You guys seem to really like when I just tell stories. My story video about two kids in the movie theater did well. And then because of that video, my most viewed video, of my recent videos that got the most attention because of that video was the telling work stories. So I'm going to do, you guys clearly like stories. I'm going to tell some school stories. I don't actually have any though. A lot of the stories I'm thinking of are people's personal stuff, and I don't want to do that. That's rude. That'd be mean of me. That wouldn't be funny. It'd be mean. I got stung by a bee the other day. It was a very tiny bee. It was a very tiny bee, and I'm still confused because it looked like a bee, but it was so small and not bee colored. It was all black, and it looked more like a big fruit fly than a bee. It was I had just gotten inside, and then I sit down and I open my chicken wings, and I'm about to eat my chicken wings, and I put my arm down on my knee because I'm leaning over to eat my chicken wings, and something stabs my arm, and I'm like, ow, and I look, and it stabs my arm again, but a little bit further down, and then it's this tiny ass bug, and I whack it, and then my arm just starts itching while I'm eating the chicken wings. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I look, and the you could still see it. I know it doesn't look that bad, and it's not that bad, but it itches like hell. It's so it's so small, but it's so itchy. I don't know what kind of bug it was. Even if it was even a bee, sure as hell felt like it though. For those of you who are saying it's a mosquito, it's not. I know what a mosquito looks. Mosquitoes don't bite to defend themselves. Also, I don't get mosquitoes because you need my blood, right? You can have it, but why are you making me itch? I don't see the point of it. Just take my blood. Why have we developed the itching? Why has natural selection developed itching in mosquitoes? What is favorable about the spit juice trait in mosquitoes? Because the spit juice trait, if I'm not mistaken, would make them, is it a numbing thing? Because in my head, it would make them more susceptible to predators noticing them. A while ago, the superintendent visited our school, as well as the lady who's in charge of the school budget for food, for our school lunches. And we were discussing things we could bring to the lunchroom. Her ideas were to keep the school healthier, right? To make sure we have nutritional value in our meals. And we'd suggest our school got rid of juice boxes, the free juice boxes they give you, because they have no real nutritional value. I don't know how true that is. I'm not a doctor. But what we also sell is Mountain Dews, we sell Gatorades, we sell not the zero sugar version either. We sell sugary ass drinks and cookies that the school makes. And what I recently learned is that the custodians and the lunch ladies, our chefs, don't make that much money off of the stuff they sell. That goes into the school food budget pocket. In other words, it goes into her pocket. So what I'm confused about is why she's taking our juice away, which is free for us. Maybe it costs her money, but it's free for us. And she insisted that we keep the sugary drinks, which God's mad. God is mad. That was her getting struck by lightning. She keeps the sugary shit for what I can only imagine is to fund her pockets, and then gets rid of the shit that the juice You got rid of the juice, you kept the Mountain Dew because the Mountain Dew funds you, is what I'm getting at. And that's a little, what the hell, man? You're not actually concerned with the health and safety of our children, but more so concerned with money. Also, the superintendent will do something. The superintendent is so nice and a respectable young lady. It makes me mad that her stance on closing school is not based in the safety of the children. We live in a state that is notorious for snow. So naturally speaking, when it snows, school doesn't always shut down. I know in a lot of other states, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, when it snows like 3 inches, the whole city shuts down. I went to Washington, D.C., my Uber driver said it snowed an inch, and the schools were shut down for 4 days. The whole city was shut down because there was an inch of snow. If that happened here in Vermont, no one would care. Yes, in Vermont, we have snow tires. The roads can be salted and sanded so we can get to school easier. But what we also have to keep in mind is that there are kids who live on like dirt roads that are now covered in straight ice and are now covered in snow. There are kids that live pretty far away from the school. There are kids that walk to school. And if it's well below freezing, we shouldn't make them walk. And it would be fine if that was the extent of it. But on these days that she orders school to be
open,
she has refused to leave her house. She has stayed home. Like, if I don't cancel school and I'm the superintendent, I should then go leave my house and do my superintendent duties. What I'm saying is our school system doesn't care about us. This is why I'm going into politics. I'm retaking my SATs, by the way. I plan on transferring. I would really love to transfer to Georgetown University in a year. I want to get my SAT score up. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to get my SAT score up to at least a 1500. I took an SAT practice test this morning, and I got a 1430 on it, which is really good. It's higher than the last I scored on my SAT, which is good. I'm making improvements. But it's that second, there's two problems. It's the second reading module that is so ridiculously hard. So hard. It's so hard. I missed 2 questions on the first reading module, and the second one, I missed 7. They're so hard. And the math, I didn't miss a single question until the last 4 questions that were all like, it like spits stuff at you that you don't really learn how to do until calculus. You can do with algebra, but you don't really learn how exactly to do it without calculus. It's just insane, and by the time you're at the end, you don't have much time left on the exam. So, and also the problem a lot is the SAT uses big words and asks me to select from a list of 4 words that I have never heard before or that I don't know the meaning of. There's really bad thunderstorms today. It is really hot. It is 64 degrees. That's not right. It's only 64. Feels like 57. No, it feels like 80. It's so hot, sticky. You could see the sweat glistening off my forehead. So far, I've just complained. But I want to tell an actual story. Today, I was at the mall, and I had a sandwich. I saw 2 kids come out of the gym behind me, and I heard them, like, rustling in their bag and going, like, oh, I got some, and like, it just sounded like a drug deal. And my stepfather was sitting across from me and could see them because they were behind me. And I was uncomfortable because I thought there was a drug deal going on behind me. And then I got up, and I left with my stepfather. And I said, was that a drug deal? And it was not a drug deal. The kids, we have a Planet Fitness. And at Planet Fitness, their whole theme is purple and yellow. This Planet Fitness will give you like the purple and yellow flavored Tootsie Rolls. And they just like grabbed like 5 handfuls of them. And that's what they were talking about. It was not a drug deal. They just stole candy from a gym. I think I'm out of stories. Yeah, it's not. Nothing's coming out. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you liked it, subscribe. Do it. Do it. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.